Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Bernard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On the toss, Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action here with Dalton. That was hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Dalton now to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
20.
Slam. Check 99. Check 52.
Maverick.
The 5th year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Brown. Oh, he sheds himself free. Fights free yet again. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him. Feet were moving. The legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. 180.
Henderson will try to run for the first. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Gall. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hecker is on to punt for L.A., as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. So not only did they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go right, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On second down now, it's Henderson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And that's complete to Cooks. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. On first down, Henderson. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes it's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. 7-7, our score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Here we go. 20. 2 right here. Hey, tight down. There you go.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, it's Henderson. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A first down and then some, 36 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Let's go.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed. And pretty well executed there. And Eifert has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throw from Dalton, taken in by Eifert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This will be Dalton again. Throw right side complete to Carter. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Samaje Perine denied on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Reynolds really saw an increased role last year after Cooper Kupp went down with that ACL injury. 29 catches last year for Reynolds, with 22 of those coming after November 11 when Kupp left the lineup. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd down now, it's Henderson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, gone. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Rams 21, Bengals 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Dalton up, play action. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Number 82, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
I got you.
So Dalton now. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now it's Henderson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
To throw again on second down, Dalton. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Any weapon.
After the interception, here's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Nick Vigil leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Again, it's Henderson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
They start on the ground with Pirine. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They run once more with Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
120. It's a part of that. It's a part of that.
Draw play for Brown. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah,
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Goff. Now he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun again to Henderson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the left. He's got Sample there.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dante Fowler. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Green. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Like 20. 52, come on. It's coming this way, Here we go. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Henderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Henderson. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up.
It's now third down and long.
Here goes tonight. 20. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Third and long. It's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go, D.
Dalton, first and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and 7, Goff looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Mikel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun, and that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 60. Five-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
You draw Porter. Check 31. Check 31. Ready.
First thrown out for the backup Bortles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And 2 stops. Get it.
On 3rd down, Henderson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now back to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And now running right through it. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On 2nd and 9, Driscoll. Green's got it over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Green with a catch left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Samaje Perine, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down, it's Henderson, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They run with Henderson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Henderson. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Henderson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henderson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down.
Let's get it. Set 70, Indy. That's track.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Los Angeles, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.